In today's video, you'll learn how to create a high-ticket application funnel in about 32 minutes using HighLevel. Let's go ahead and get started. Hello again. This is Dr. Carlton Calhoun, and I help entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs turn their ideas and expertise into income using online systems and strategies. And on this channel, we focus on creating content that helps you grow your income and your skills using powerful strategies, cutting-edge tools, and innovative techniques. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a high-ticket application funnel from scratch using the HighLevel platform. As you can see, if you look at my screen, there's nothing. We are actually starting from scratch. This is what we're going to build. Some people call it an elevator funnel. Some people call it an application funnel, where it consists of a squeeze page, a value video, a buddy of mine calls it money content, a scheduling or booking page, a survey page, and then some form of confirmation page. So basically 5 pages in the funnel. We're going to start with the first page. What I like to do is create like a template page that has all of my styles, my colors, and then I duplicate the page. So I'll call this opt-in page. And for the path, we'll call it OP and create funnel. Here we are. We are starting from scratch. Now, I like to tell people, if you aren't that creative, you can always use sources of inspiration. So I have 2 samples of pages that I like to use that have been known to convert very well. I've been doing this for 22 years. I've seen every type of sales page created, every type of opt-in page, landing page. I know people like beautiful pages, but I always tell people, simple scales, fancy fails. Here is one example of a simple opt-in page that converts very well. And here's another one. I kind of like the style of this, so we'll create sort of a mix and match between these 2 styles. I have my colors ready so I can be consistent, and I have my gradient tool open so I can create gradient backgrounds and things like that. Let's go ahead and get started. Have my page open. I'll start with a full width page, give it some padding. I like 40 pixels all the way around. Gives me a nice window, a nice box to work in. Now, let's give it 2 columns. Inside of these columns, let's give it some padding. I'll go 10 and 10. On the right side, we can either have an image like this or an image like this. So I created one in Canva. I'll upload that image. Load. I have a folder that I created specifically for this, and here's my businessman. And there it is. Now on the left side, let's create a headline, a subheadline, some instructions for the visitor, and then a button. So we have all of the basic elements that we need for this particular page. Let's add some styling and then duplicate the page and create the other elements. So for my settings and my typography, my headline, I will leave it at Montserrat. For my content font, let's do Open Sans. Text color. Oh yeah, let's add the colors. So one custom color. Let's go to our palette. Copy this one. You don't have to add a custom color name, but you do have to add the pound. So there's one color. This will not be the color. I'm just adding all of the colors, and then I will adjust them later. And the probably I might use it. We'll see. I'll do my best to make this video as quick as possible because I know you have other things to do and I respect your time. And one more. All right, so we have our color palette. My text color will be, let's keep it black for now. I usually like to do kind of a charcoal gray, something like, that'll work. See, I just like that. No particular reason, I just like that color. Now let's go ahead and style our headline. For the headlines, we will add 10 pixels left and right. And for the desktop size, let's make it 48. And for the bottom margin, let's give it 20, top 20. Sub headline, let's make that 28. Like to add padding on all of my headlines and all of my text. So on mobile, you have some breathing room. Top and bottom here. For the bottom, let's make that 10 as well. And then for my paragraph, 10 pixel padding left and right. Let's make this 20. And then 10 and 10. So here we are. We have an opt-in page. Nothing fancy, but plain opt-in pages convert very well. You can run as many tests as you would like to. I know people like to have the fancy landing pages, and in many situations you do need a custom landing page, but in most cases I believe in the mantra that done is better than perfect. Get it done first, get it up, get it working, then you can come back and customize as you see fit. Let's go ahead and style this button. Let's pick a theme like that. Let's change the background color. I will be adding a gradient to this button, but for now, let's just make it purple. Now, before I started this video, I powered up ChatGPT and I got some prompts going and I have some generic headlines. And here we go. So I'll just copy this. Come back here. Paste. As you can see, that is kind of big. So what I'll do is I'll reduce the size of this headline to, let's say, 36. Perfect. Subheadline. And for instructions, I'll say grab your solution. Button. Well, for the button, let's give it a margin top of 10. I like my buttons to be full width. And then let's give it a call to action. For today, the call to action will be call to action. Now, I did caps lock for that, but you don't have to. You can come to advanced and scroll up, text transform. You can make it uppercase and it'll give you all uppercase. So we have the opt-in page now. Let's go ahead and style it. I'll save it first. Now let's style it. So for my button, I do want a background. I have a background gradient. And all of these resources will be in the description. So I'll come to settings, custom CSS, paste that. Now Hopefully this will work. In advanced, let me move myself. Nope, I'm good. In custom class, I think it was light gradient. There you go. Now this button, in some cases, is light. You want your button to stand out, but I just wanted to show you how to style this button. So we have an opt-in page. We can preview it. There's your opt-in page. Very simple, but it has all of the elements that you need for your opt-in. Not sure why my headline did not say, which is odd. I've never seen this before. Let's try it one more time. Still did not say. Okay, so you see this in real time. These things happen. Nothing to panic about. You can always go in and change the headline. What I'll do now is add a footer, full width for my background color. Let's keep it black. Add a row, one column. This is where you will add your disclaimer, your privacy policy links, all of those things. Let's make this white. Copyright 2023 by your company name. All right. There you go. We have an opt-in page. Still don't know why this is not changing, but we have an opt-in page reserved. Some things like this will cause people to stop. This is a part of the process. Keep going. Now let's go back to our funnel. We have a squeeze page or an opt-in page. Now let's create the money content or the value video. So after somebody opts in, receives what you promised them they would receive, it could be in the form of an ebook. It can be in the form of information, whatever it is. It should be one thing that addresses the problem that you announced on the first page. The biggest thing is fulfill the promise that you made on the first page. So let's create this money content page. So I will back out of this. This page has my colors and my styling. So all I will do is clone this page. I would change the name from opt-in page to value video and change this to value video. You can call it what you want. Now on the value video page, all we have is a value video. The job of the opt-in is to sell the click. The click allows them to enter their name, their email, whatever information you're asking for. Then they proceed to the next page. The job of this page is to sell the next step. So on the value video page, you create a video that has value that enhances either the ebook, the guide, whatever you deliver, or this could be where you fulfill the promise of the opt-in page. So here I will delete, well, let's delete the whole thing. Let's add a new section. So I can add a section here, or I can click the plus. When you see the green, that adds a new section. I have templates for this, but I will create this from scratch so you can see how simple it is. Again, my padding, I like 40s. Add one column here. This column I will make about 80% because I want them to focus on the content. And if I don't like it, as you can see, I can always, let me move me out of the way. I can always adjust the width here. See? So let's do 90. That's better. All right. So I'll add a headline. put my padding around it, put my margin underneath it. And here I'll probably tell them to watch the video before page closes, whatever you want to say. This should be a video, but I'm adding an image and I will put a video placeholder there. I think I created one, but there it is. Watch this video before it's too late. Very simple. That's it. That's the video. You can do this, right? Anybody can do this. Let's preview it. There we go. So we have the opt-in. We have the money content page. Let's add an apply button. After they've watched the video, then they can apply to schedule a call. So let's do 20. Let's see if the styles came over. They did. So on this button, I will add the style like G. Call to action, we schedule your free, and let's change that color to black. Perfect. If you want to put some subtext, let's make it a little lighter. Spaces. Book today. Now I usually like my buttons full width, but because we're taking up the majority of the page, I won't do full width here. But what I will do is increase the horizontal spacing. There we go. And we have the money content page, the value video page. Let's see what else we need to do. Now let's create the actual page where they will schedule their call. So this is where we will place the actual calendar. So we'll back out of this page. Guess what I'm going to do here? I am going to duplicate the page that we just created. Why? Because it already has the styling. So I'll clone this page in this funnel, come to publishing, change this to calendar. Now, at this stage, some people like to book the call first. Me personally, I like to have the survey or questionnaire first so I can add automations based on how they answer. If they haven't answered questions in a way that helps me to pre-qualify them, then the booking is automatically canceled, if that makes sense. So let's say I have a budget question and my budget is from the lowest tier is $1,000. And I have a question that says, do you have the funds to invest in yourself or your services, whatever the question may be. And if they answer that in a way that does not satisfy that pre-qualification question, then I'll have an automation set that automatically stops the booking process. It gives them a, hey, I appreciate you wanting to schedule a call, but right now we don't have any slots available at that tier. Something nice. I don't want to offend them, but I also don't want to waste my time with somebody who is unqualified. That's why I like to have my survey or my questionnaire prior to booking. And you can just swap it. The beautiful thing about HighLevel, if you want to change the order, you just slide the pages. And of course, you'll have to change the functionality of some buttons or redirects or things of that nature. But it's very simple to change the order by just sliding the steps. So now we'll edit this page. Now, this is no longer a value video page. It's the scheduling page. So here I will say, schedule your free consultation, clarity call, whatever you want to call it. Call. I'll add a sub headline. Please select a date that you can commit and show up to. Make that 24. Let's make this 36. Let's add some padding. Move me. All right. So now I will remove this. I can remove this button as well. And we are going to add a calendar. It's that simple. I'll select a calendar that I already have. Now your calendar won't look like this because I customized this calendar. If you like your calendar to look like this in HighLevel, let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to send you the code. And you know what? Let's just pick a regular calendar just to show you. That's how the calendars generally look. But again, I like to customize my calendars. Here we go. We have a calendar page. Let's preview it. Now, I'm glad this happened. This is real time. Because I customized my calendar, it does not show on the calendar page. So in my case, I have to get the actual calendar code. I'll show you both ways. I'll put a generic calendar here so you can see that the page does work. So let's say I'll select Eduardo's calendar, one of the sales guys, and I'll refresh it. See, that's how the calendar page will look. But I'll also show you how it looks when you use the custom styling. So in the custom styling, we don't select the calendar, we select custom JavaScript. And I'll call this calendar code. Save this. Now what I have to do is go and get the custom code for my calendar. I did not anticipate doing this, but I'm glad you all get to see what really happens. So I'll come to calendars, calendar settings, find my calendar. I'll copy the embed code. Let's go back to sites, docs funnels. This is the high ticket application. Back to the calendar page, edit, click on custom HTML JavaScript, open the code editor, paste the embed code. Now this should work. There you go. So with the custom calendar, you need to use the embed code. With the default or the generic calendar, you can actually add the calendar direct to the page. So we have our booking page ready. Let's see what else we need. The app questions. So basically this is a survey page. So we come back here, go out. Same process as we've done before. We simply clone this funnel step, clone it in this funnel, and let's call this survey. Step path, survey. Keep it simple. Whatever your naming conventions are, keep them consistent. Now we'll edit this page. Watch this. If you're using the HighLevel calendar, so many people call it Go HighLevel. If you're using the HighLevel calendar, you can use the personalization features of HighLevel in all of your pages. So if somebody completed that calendar and it's a HighLevel calendar, I can personalize the pages following that calendar. So on my survey page, I will say something like, congratulations. And then I will use the personalization features of HighLevel. you schedule your call, you just have one more step, dot, dot. Now I will remove this and I will add, you can either add a form where you have your questions. I don't know why I don't see the form. There it is. You can either add a form where you've created your questions, or you can add a survey. Either one works. Let me see if I have a survey. No survey. So let's just add a form for now. Oh yeah, I'm not on my other account, so I don't have surveys here. And it could be any form. There we go. There's your questionnaire. Now, we have one more page. Marquell, very good friend of mine, very skilled at what he does. If you're in need of some ads or want to scale your coaching or consulting business, he's definitely somebody to check out, in addition to myself. But I don't mind shouting out other entrepreneurs. I don't believe in lack. So Marquell Russell, if you need to look him up. He says, after the questionnaire, you have a shock and awe page. Now, I won't be building out the email follow-ups in this. I just want to show you how quickly you can build out this entire funnel process. So let's go ahead and create this confirmation page. Give it some time. All right. We will clone this page, clone in this funnel. And we can call this confirmation. Confirm. Now we will edit this page, and then I'll come back. I'll add a few features to style it up, and we'll call it a day. Here, congratulations, first name again. You successfully completed your survey. Please check your email. There we go. And here, what I would do personally, I would put a video explaining what's next. And I actually put the video here. And then I would add steps about what to expect on the call. I say something like, hey, thank you for booking your call. Look forward to speaking with you. Your time is very important. Mine is as well. So this is what I would like for you to do. And then I'll actually give them the expectations for the call. One thing I've learned in business and entrepreneurship, you have to set expectations up front so people know what to expect. You never want to have your clients, your prospects faced with the unexpected. So just a little tip. With that being said, we have a complete funnel. You can come back and add details and things of that nature. Now, what I want to do in these last few minutes is add a couple of customizations to make the funnel prettier. All right. So on the value video page, I will probably add a running border at the top. This is how we do it. So you see this pretty gradient that I have. What I would do is add a section full width right at the top. And we already have the style for it. So in advanced, I think it's light BG. Was that it? Oh, I know what we have to do. Let's copy the CSS selector here. Let's go to settings. Oh, it's light G. So I'll try light G. There we go. If this didn't work, I would just copy the CSS selector, come to CSS, put a comma, and paste that section code, and it will work. So for now, let's come back out. Now here, I will add a row, one column, add an element, and I will put a subheadline, say something like attention, this video change for business, something like that. All right, so here, 5, 5. I like to keep these thin, bold, and let's underline that. So this is where you call out your audience, or you can make this white if you want it to. Make the underline white or whatever color. But that's a little difficult to read. So let's put it back how it was. There we go. Now this gives a little pop to the page. You don't have to do it. It's just something that I like to do. There you go. Now you can actually use this technique on all of your pages or none of your pages. It does not matter. But I hope you learned something. I did not want this video to be too long. I'll make sure that I add all of the resources used in the description below. If you like this video, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. Also, subscribe. I plan on releasing a video. I won't say how often, but I will be consistent. So if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll be notified once the new content drops. With that being said, my name is Dr. Carlton Calhoun. Believe in yourself, believe bigger, and remember, done is better than perfect. I'll see you in the next video.